Okay, so the last class we spoke about product strategy and computer analysis, which we hang on methods of getting method of highlighting your competitors. Today we'll go a little bit deeper on how to create a template and how to analyze them completely. So subdivision of each of your templates. So the first aspect is understanding you have. I spoke about this last class. I spoke about understanding you have a direct and indirect competitor. So you have a competitor who produces a good or product similar to yours or same as yours, or probably a little bit innovation, which is a little bit different from yours. And you also have a product that might be different from yours, totally different from yours, might not even be your niche, or might be your niche, but answer to the same customers, same set of customers. At the same time, it might be an alternative, an indirect alternative to customers. So if customers don't have your product on shelf or another product on shelf, you may decide to use that. So example is air wax and the shaving stick. So we call all the shaving cream. Yeah, air wax, shaving stick, and the cream. Some each needs and thereabouts. So if a customer do not see the hair wax, they might most likely go for the waxing cream, or most likely go for the shaving stick. The shaving stick is an indirect competitor to these people. At the same time, answers to the same segment of people. At the same time, for direct competitor, an example could be YouTube and Showmax. They do almost the same thing. I'm sorry, Netflix and Showmax, they do the same. They answer to the customer. They just a little bit of differences to it, but their product value is almost the same thing. Why for indirect competitors is YouTube. YouTube is indirect to Netflix and Showmax, but it still answers to the same customer segment. So I wanted all examples, but because of our time, we'll move on with that. So now we know the types of our competitors, we know the indirect and direct competitors and how they answer to us. We understand how you same business or in same business niche. Why Showmax and Netflix are in same business niche? Why YouTube is an indirect competitor to them, but answers the same thing. So if as a customer, I don't have my subscription for Showmax, I don't have my subscription for Netflix, I might be able to get something that will answer to my tax on YouTube. So today people post their movies being uploaded on YouTube, whereby I can stream and watch. At the same time, if I don't have this either two, I can use Showmax or Netflix. For Showmax and Netflix, depends on what I'm looking for. I want indigenous movies or indigenous movies, I can use Showmax. I want maybe something on Netflix series, then I can decide to go for Netflix and co. So we understand how indirect and direct these competitors are. Now you've gotten a name, or you could name your competitors, but now how do you list them? How do you build your list? So the first one is you want to check on. So you already know. Okay, let's assume Zuri is a competitor to KodeCamp. You already know that, but you want to know how to build the list on these competitors, how to analyze them, and see their depth on you. The first thing you want to do is, or the first way to even check on them or research on them is taglines or keywords. And one platform evergreen is Google. So you search on Google and write something on online courses or courses in tech or e-learning or tech courses or public program management as a course. And you begin to see these are our program management as well. You begin to see products or businesses with that product tagline, right? So you want to put in your tagline or your keyword on the search engine and see what will come up. And this will also help you tailor your products to those keywords and search words. So to help you know how to relate. So for auto check, when they started car financing, they kept on saying car financing, just because they wanted it to be different from what people see out there. But over time, they realized that it takes more effort to explain to a customer in the layman terms that car financing is car loan. And when you're searching for car financing, most likely you might not see it within Nigeria context, maybe just US or there, or Canada or UK. Even car loan is global. So at the end of the day, they have to change their words and make it car loan. So with car loan, you also search for car loan, at least also check Nigeria might come up, every other platform will come up. Yesterday, I was doing a little bit of research on competitors for in line with AutoCheck, so GG and Better Cars, right? And as the class go on, I'm going to put in some things I noticed on each of their landing page, and how, like for DGL, for Cars 45, sorry, I was wondering, I was like, page is GG, but I was wondering, I understand they bought each other, but I was wondering where I get financing from. I was just searching the page and I could not understand. And the city was off. I was like, why would they put cities this way? And someone telling me you're not all over Nigeria. By the time I asked to go to home page, then it brought out a bigger view. And I'm wondering, okay, why is that when I put the page first, it gives me a different page that looks, maybe they felt they are answering to the simplicity of customers, but it looks so different. And so, product was so small, it looks like I had no project. Then by the time I click home, I could then see it look exactly like GG. That one side. For Better Cars, I was wondering why I could count the number of products they have on that page. So they have 6 search pages, 32 per each page. So 32 per each page minus 1. So 32 times 6 minus 1. So I was like, okay, so why would I want, I think 190 is thereabouts. Why would I want to be on the 190 page? It made me feel as if I had just small products to choose from, and then I had no choice. So these are things you want to see. Apart from Better Cars, the color was a whole lot of off for me. I was wondering why this color. My eyes have adjusted to the colors and everything. So these are things you want to we'll talk more about while checking about the competitor list. So the first one is keyword. If I search for what your product does, will you come up in my search engine? Or how many other products or other companies that comes up in your search engine? The next one you want to check is a customer feedback. You know how we put a survey that make customer answer you? So because they are entering your survey, they're answering. You put something like, what other product alternatives do you have? Or if you're not using CodeCamp, what will you use? Or have you done a research before choosing? Why did you choose KodeCamp? You'll say, yes, I did a research on Zulu, but I like the way KodeCamp is being taught. I did a research on Coursera, on Udemy, but I love the way. So this can pick up alternatives. So you know, okay, what other competitors are out there, and why do they choose your product against them, and what does the product do? So after building the list of your competitors, there are various ways to fully research them. So remember, we start at types of competitors, that indirect and direct. Then we've gone on how to build your list or how to get them. So the keyword or taglines and the customer feedback. So now, how do we not fully research? We are building research of our competitor list. Competitor research. So you want to check the landing page, you want to check the customer product review, you want to check the product experience, you want to check the marketing, or maybe the way the market or branding, you want to check the product strategy and the rest. So let's go on first with the landing page. Landing page is preemptive. You know what landing page at website or a page that your customers get directed back to, or where your traffic is being directed to. So we spoke about landing page. So I like to use landing page to make it more familiar with us. So when you are doing the tag or the search word, believe me, if you're searching for car loans, is that you go through a blog that will talk about the competitor, or you go directly to the competitor's website. So tag words or keyword search will lead you to the landing page. To always lead you back to the landing page. It may take some time, but at least you get something. Keyword, you get something. So let's assume product management is not coming. Product owner, product manager, product. At least something will lead you back to this, to a landing page for you to know, okay, this person does it, or free product management courses, free PM courses, free something shall bring you back to the landing page. So you already got into the landing page now. So like I said, tagline search will direct you to the competitor's page, review the page, the product. So now it's for you to review the product page. Like I did yesterday, check on better page, better cars. I checked on cars 45. I'm like, okay, I'm familiar with the page. So I'm like, okay, I'm checking, I'm doing a product review on financing with them. And I'm wondering, okay, why is better cars not having, they have car financing, but I was wondering, I was trying to go to their product experience, but I was just off. I'm still going to go to their product experience. So as a customer, I felt like, why should I even go to this car financing? What do you mean by I should apply, send a mail, you send me a mail with document I need. Within 24 hours, you apply my mail. And in my head, I'm like, if I know about the product auto check, I feel they're 10 times ahead of what the people are doing. So what is my security, knowing fully well that this mail cannot be compromised? So unlike where auto check has done, where I have to log into my dashboard, and for my, and it's my, every transaction I make sits on my dashboard. So emails will be out and there for informations and for, but most of my transactions sit on my dashboard. So like documentation can be uploaded, right? It's only when they need corrections on my document, they may send me, they may reach out through my mail. But why should I apply first and a mail, automated mail, then tell me the pre-qualification, then you send me a mail for document that I upload my document to you and all about that. I don't feel like the customer, I'm secured, right? So you want to go through that to see their product page and analyze it. So remember when we did our first assignment of utilizing KodeCamp website, right? So that's just the way. So you just like your assignment now is now a reality to you. And you want to always put that in mind to check on it. At the same time, some customers, like I remember one of the examples or illustrations I've used in class where I said, some people will stay with a buy maker, not because apart from buy makers prices are low and cheap or fair, but they might stay with a buy maker if a buy maker had a good attitude towards them. So how is the customer support behaving, right? If Baba Maker is asking you about, the long I've seen you, hope you are fine. I know they see you by 6 o'clock where they go early in the morning again. You feel like this person knows me, notices me, this person careful about me. You become more friendly with him and definitely want to stay alongside with him than Mama Lagwaja that does not even care if you pass 247, even though you greet her every morning, right? At the same time, integrated links. So what are the other services they do? How they integrate their links? How do they, as a PM, they already know that okay, these pages are two different. So how are they able to conjure, to make them together and make it easier or make it seamless for the customer to swipe through, right? So you want to see integrated links and understand what it is or note them down. Documentation of forms, right? So a friend of mine was building a website and I told him, why should I use this form? This form is too big. Or let me use auto check for instance. So the dashboard documentation processes was a whole lot of plenty. At the same time, at the end of the day, customers seem to mistake, and at the end of the day, you still have to correct them by mails or whatever. So why not just make it more important? So instead of me having a 5-page documentation stages where I have to fill my name, then fill my customer, then fill my business details, what kind of customer I have, fill my business details or my salary details, my employment details, then fill my bank details, then after filling my bank details, I start to upload my 1-year bank statement. After uploading my 1-year bank statement, then it takes me down to a whole lot more. I've forgotten some of their processes. But at the same time, why can't you just make it and see, let's see, can we make this a 2-page or 1-page? At the end of the day, we're able to make it a 1-page. So what are the most important things? Your name at the other side. Or that same page, give us, are you a customer? You don't even need to click if you're a business owner. Click if you're a business owner, it's customer or an employee. Once you click on all these two, just show you what you need. Your business name, address, phone number, or your business phone number, and or your CAC number. Then upload CAC document, business document, and everything. Don't start going from one page to another. Just do those things, and everything that is needed. Customer support team will reach out to you to get all of this. As you could see, the process was too long and the position was too much. So making it one page make customer easy. Then another aspect was, as a last year, payment of, if you're applying for financing, commitment fee was being required. Commitment fee was different from the down payment fee later on. The commitment fee of 1% of the car amount or 0.5% of the car amount, depending on the prices of the car, was being required. That was a lot of edginess for customers. Like, why should I pay this amount? Even though it was claimed to be refundable, it was said to be refundable. Yes, it's refundable, apart from charges. So if the car is 32 naira, most likely I'll pay 2,000 naira. So for the company to know I am serious, right? If I'm trying to experience your process and product, I'll pay that amount and I'll ask my money back. So the law really tell me if I'm serious or not. So a lot of customers were complaining. That was reduced to 2,500 as December. By now, we've removed that totally. Like 2,500 or non-refundable amount. Remove that totally. So if you forget about 2,500, you just apply one page. By the time our creditors check on you or the bank check on you, they wait to see you everything, because you can still pay 2,500 and still not be able to qualify for the loan or thereabout. So these are things you want to go through and understand and see how you can better your own product. So take note of the following: the product information, on the landing page, how do they relate the product information to the customer, right? How they relate pricing details to the customer. Some people will tell you, like Jumia, for instance, you see things like buy now at 2,000 naira, slash price, slash from. So you can see a price that was slashed, maybe like 6,000 naira, and they tell you 50% remove, thereabout percent remove, or 3% remove, or thereabout remove. So in your head of it, you want to quickly buy that product before it goes back to the original price or to its market comparison price, right? So how do they relate pricing? How do they relate pricing to the customer? So could it be because the way prices were set to the customer, that's the reason why customers are sticking and buying from them, right? Okay, I was on Gigi in the wee hours of today and checking on properties. So renting your properties. So I saw this place where person has said, okay, this studio apartment on the Highland in Lagos. But this person has said 970,000 naira per annum. Even though I know studio apartment with that qualification or whatever I was looking for was like 1.5 million naira per annum. So I was wondering, okay. So by the time I opened the description page, I realized I could see at the end point, they did some breakdown and they tell 1.450 million naira complete package. So that's how I want to make a browse customer like me, go through, click on it. But at the same time, thank God they were able to give me a total package. So I already have a total package, because it's really annoying and waste of my time, productive time. If I engage the rector, and only to find out that the price is way beyond what I was estimating. So how do they relate pricing to their people? Their product and customer pay point solution. So the product, how is the handshake with customer pay point? Remember that your product benefit or values from the customer, from the company's aspect, may be different from the customer aspect. So how do we answer the customer pay point? Or how does the product answer the customer pay point and the customer experience pay point? So you want to see from what you can see a little bit. And I keep saying the best way to analyze a competitor is by experiencing their product themselves. So at the same time, on their page, you want to see their action calls: buy now, pay now, financing, click here, then channels. So channels could be different methods they use that. You as a PM, because you've gone through some process integrations and some process analysis, we do understand that, okay, if I click WhatsApp, it's taking me to a WhatsApp channel. So that means as a customer, I prefer to be on the chat. So because I'm busy, so I can easily chat on you. Hi, how can I do financing? So basically, it's customer support person is replying to me. So what I channel to for action calls, right? It could be as a customer, I could feel like I know what I need. I don't need this information. So I click on buy. I'm buying this product. So like most likely I do on I don't need to on Jumia. I don't need to call them. Check on my product. Do I like this product? This product feel like what I want. Check, compare some products alongside. At the same time, just buy, pay. Then they'll be the one calling me to tell me you purchase, you paid for this product. Should I confirm your product or not? I'm like, yeah, confirm. I paid for the purpose. Okay, you get your delivery in so date. So it could be that transaction call. Of course, it would be, oh, you want these colors. So you want to know what they put on their page that could convert them, make customers go with them and everything. Then how can you infuse this into your product? Moving on. So yeah, competitor research. So the second one is customer and product review. I know of a company that customers go to their website and say this product is bad, late delivery, blah blah blah, and they have a customer support team that does website wiping. So those who want they work overnight. They'll check all your all bad reviews and remove the bad one, the worst ones. Then keep a little of the balance or leave the positive ones. So even though you are aware that the reviews, customer library page or customer pages may have more positive review, you want to research on detailed, sincere reviews. And the best way to do it is to check on blogs, check on social media pages, just search for a tagline or keyword. You come out, you just see some reviews to come. What is the customer experience? So, oh, your process is so slow. I ordered for a product. You told me it gave me an SLA of 1 week. It took 1 month to get the product, right? You see what customers pay point, frustration, complaints, whatever they are saying. They insist on customer feedback. Oh, I love your product, but you can do better with the branding, right? Oh, I like a product. Can you? I'm in Abuja. I'm located in Abuja, and I would like to have your product. Understanding your product just in Lagos. So I'm recommending some things to you, and probably at that point in time, the competitor has not seen it. You can infuse that to your own business or to your product. Then the product value to the customer. So product benefit and value may be different from what the customer sees. Wow. I hope I was not too fast. Just cut myself. Sorry. So I want to know what how did the customer, how did they view this product? Remember also the product perception. Also remember the product perception. Probably on the review page, somebody saying, "Oh, buying Sonic." Or okay, let me use a cooking way. But buying Aerosonic is awesome. And somebody said, no, Kenwood is more luxurious, or it stay longer. I prefer to buy Kenwood or whatever. So I prefer to buy Aerosonic than Kenwood. So you want to see how they perceive your product. How they perceive your product. So that will help with customer and product review. And the next thing will be product experience. So the best way to experience the product is by you going through it. Like going through it. And you as a business, so let's really PM aspect. You'll see people going through your products just because they want to see how you do it. Like, how do you do it? It's also them, it's also they researching you as their competitors. So, and like I said, go through the product process to have a deep or personal experience of the competitor's products. Sorry, take notes, not of the UI and the UX. So UI design, it could be the packaging. So one thing I know is so I'm talking about number 2, which is marketing branding. So you might buy a product, you have to check on social media, on YouTube videos, TV ads, just to see how customers have positioned their product or positioned their business, or the brand voice they are giving to your business. But most times you will not understand the process except you go through it. And it's going to be interesting. And for me, I believe that when you want to go through a product process, go through it twice. So the first time may be seamless and interesting. The second time may be very, very hectic. And the second one is the most important. And that's why companies need to put more high on returning customers. So are their customers returning based on their experience? So I may have a good service. I may have a good, remember about product experience, we said the cycle. I may have a good product journey with you at the first time. But by the time I come back on that journey, it might be a whole lot of ethic and something I don't want to. Then because the page is nice, the branding, marketing, colors, everything is on point. There are some branding you will not get to know until you become a customer. So for instance, you are buying a car, you are having some spec tools as a gift from the company because you bought the car. You're having customized jobs, cups, mugs, bottles, and umbrellas, spanners, or toolbars. You're having those customized stuff because you are a customer. You might not be able to even see it anywhere apart from you being a customer, or except being displayed on a social media page, right? So this will make you understand what are they doing to SNL. I remember the customer telling someone that, please, I saw your social media page, what I bought on it. I want everything, plus your throw pillow is what I even want. I want everything complete. When my car is coming to that state that I want, right? And she was sad when she had some of the goods she wanted were finished. So functionality of features. So some people said, I think this button is not working, or this icon doesn't lead anywhere about. So they call to action, but I'm not seeing the hand link and everything. So you want to be able to check on them. So for someone like me, I'm wondering on their website what is happening, and I can understand their pain too, because I realized that they were trying to be so different from every other person, and they take a pain to edit their pictures. I don't see a reason why you are selling cards, they're editing pictures. Like, it's just you trying to be transparent with the dealer locations. Like, I don't know if it's their innovation. I don't know their plans. I don't know their thinking, their thought process. But I just felt like the process it takes to start editing the car pictures, making all background blue, you could have used those energy and time spent to just create more products on the website. So a customer like I that doesn't like to be chose for can see a whole lot of different products, right? And get. So at the same time, you want to analyze their product differences. So that's different as product to you, as different as product to other competitors around there you're checking on. Then the product value. What is the company saying about their product value? What's their benefit? What's their quality? And what's their quantity? Then at the same time, you want to check on their SWOT. Oh, from what you've experienced, what's the strength? What is the weakness? What's the opportunity out there? And what was the risks? And thereabouts. So you want to understand that. Remember, I said a customer tried to understand why his car loan was in 24 hours and he picked that car the same day. He was wondering why. Okay, yeah, I paid down payment, but how do you do that? By that point in time, he could not understand that the product the company was bidding that could answer to his need at that point, right? So moving on, we have marketing. So remember, I talked about marketing branding, yeah? But that was you as a customer. At the end of the customer, as checkout point, what that thing. So like I think the time Jimmy was doing coupon. So once you are the customer, once you are done at the checkout point, they'll tell you use your discount for your next buy. So but your next purchase. So at next purchase you have is a lot of marketing branding or marketing gifts is what you experience from Uber and Testify. So I realized that even though there's a pay point currently from Uber, in case there is a video, please let them know that 3 people may be in the same room because you are more active on the app. Your fair estimation will be higher than those who are just new on the same app for the same estimation, for the same environment, in the same point. Like, so it'll be different if one was probably 10 meters away, but in the same point, in the same place, same environment, and you get 3 different prices. The annoying part was Anthony to Bagada 600 naira and 800 naira, and on my own house 6,500. So I was pained. So yeah, but one thing I've seen about them is the fact that if you don't use the app for a while, say 2 weeks to 1 month, by the time you're coming in, you see something like 50% promo. Then sometimes for a festive period, whatever, I see something like 500 naira deduction, 500 increase, 100. So these are things you have as a customer. If you're looking from the outside, you might not see it, but when you experience them, you realize, okay, these are things they do. They make customers like, okay, please check if they give me discount. Oh, I want to use their discount today or whatsoever. I think I've explained about when I reported a driver and they gave me 2,000 naira discounts based on they returned exactly my waiting time fee so that was the waiting time, and I realized that from their breakdown it was different from the distance estimation. So the waiting time was what I was angry about because the driver or the rider took a wrong route. So I complained about that and they returned my money. So with that, I can say, okay, yeah, as a marketing branding, they've helped me, they brought me back. They made me feel like, yeah, I can trust these people to answer to my pain point and my frustration and complaint. Right. So, but now this is different from marketing. Remember, marketing is your tool for information. How do you relate to the customer? How do you talk to the customer? I remember as a PM, marketing is your business, but you work ahead, you work alongside a product marketing manager, right? So you don't want to create a product that the customer doesn't understand the value. You want to make a right information to the team in the business and to the users in and out of the business, right? So now you want to be able to see how is this competitor positioning their brand. Remember when we talk about product perception, I'm talking about Technophone and later Infinix, right? Or Samsung and iPhone. So what was their product positioning, or what is the brand voice? What are they saying out there that make people feel like, oh yeah, I don't want this? Or Kia and Toyota. Toyota is a common car, but people think Kia is a classic car. So I don't want this, I don't want to do this. Why is that? So how are they talking about it? So for a computer that has more strength than Philion, you want to understand, okay, how do you make Mercedes-Benz a luxury car? What are the features in it? So you want to understand how they relate or inform the customers about this. So the pricing information probably is the way to talk about the price, right? Probably if you check Samsung, there's a way Samsung used to start to talk about their price. That's interesting. Then product positioning, how they position their price. This answer to to a particular lifestyle like iPhone, and you want to just have an iPhone so people could see that, oh, you sabi for Nigeria. So then competitive information or messaging. I enjoy doing festive period on Twitter. I love the way they do some Twitter war among competitors and especially the banking industry. So how they talk about their products as against their competitor. And most times come their marketing brand. You see the way they're talking about their branding voice. Like MTN will say everywhere you go, we are there. You can trust us. On Monday, they sent a message that was a GIV. So for a lame mouse, they sent me a video message. I think it's a video message. Anyway, it's a video message, not GIV. 40 seconds. I was just looking at that thing like, you guys had the audacity to say it. But it was a way of them making their products and positioning their products. So whenever I'm bragging to somebody, I use MTN, not your slow product, not your slow product and service provider. You know what I use? I use this, not your. So these are what they give us as customer bragging rights, right? So you want to know your product vision and value. So identify your competitors' goals and benefits. What is their aim? What their aim is? What's their method? What are they fulfilling with this? At the same time, I want to take note of how they answer to why the product exists. So there have been a press release on why your product exists. It could be a TV session, interview session, magazine, allied, whatsoever. That could look like, or a blog write-up where the CEO have said, oh, I came in from selling cars from the roadside in an apprentice while I was in university and just snapping pictures, putting online and this and that, to creating an automotive company, right? So why does the product exist? Why are they doing this? Why they want to do this? What is the solution the product gives to people? And how they answer these questions and all product benefits. So buying a car, you're buying peace of mind. And I remember telling you all that Jumia have me as a customer not because of the product or whatever SLS, but because of the ease. I also know that somebody is bringing the products, so logistics is not my problem. I don't want to drive a whole lot. I don't want to take a cab. I don't want to wonder how to get to my apartment. Most time, even on every equipment, whoever is dropping the products, bring it in with their airport or whatever. so of mind. So if you tell me, if I buy a product and they tell me 1 month we are bringing it, you know how much I know that it's not a do or die affair. I'm ready to sleep for 1 month to get that product based on that value or that benefit they are answering to. So what are the other benefits your competitor are answering to as regards to your customers, and how do they answer this question? So in relating with this or relating with the customer, this will help you analyze the other competitors' blind spots. So there's some blind spots they might not see. Like I keep talking about the cheap blind spot there, and they don't understand the customer need for their own expression. So I am bringing my mechanic to go to a place that is far from me, but I'm getting there and the product is crappy. And I prefer for the company to have done this inspection, put it on their website, and making me see that, okay, yes, this is what I am going to see. And I've come to terms with it before going down there. So the next one will be product strategy, right? So we're talking about product strategy, right? And we're talking about computer analysis on that product strategy, on that market. So you want to know all the strategy they use, what are the vectors, what are the needs, what are the way they are. So you understand the product side, they want to see the foundation, how they put in, how they talk about their vision, mission, what's their model, their business model, what's their computer analysis and imperative like goals and all. We want to see what they say about this, and we want to put in mind how is the product being marketed. So what is their marketing strategy? What is their launching strategy? How do they even launch the product? What is their growth strategy? What is the brand and the product voice? And that is very important. So if you meet any digital marketer or marketing person, they'll tell you about how, or a social media content creator, tell you about how product voice is important. So let's use the music industry as one. No matter where you are, once you hear Davido's voice, you know this is Davido. It is not, nobody can undo it. And one person that has been so consistent with theirs is Simi or Kings Daniel. So no matter where Kings Daniel is singing, even though you're not sure it is Kings Daniel, once you hear that voice, you just know that yes, this is Kings Daniel, or this Simi is on that. No matter the girl decides to sing, or the Jew decides to sing at that point in time, you know this is Simi. This is Simi singing, or this is Kings Daniel singing. So you want to, about MTN, want to see yellow, and you see when you start where they are talking, you know that this is MTN talking because they are proud, they are bragging. So right. So how do you talk about yours? So how do they talk about theirs, and how can you infuse in your own, or how can you make your own better? We have 3 minutes to go. So what are the common words related to the products? Remember tagline when we talk about listing of your competitors. So now we're talking about it again. What are the keywords? What do people search out when they're searching for them? Right. I've seen so many products online that try to, when they're increasing their tagline, which other creators, SEOs, specialists are good to do. You see the way they will put it, it's like they have a way of making it look as if they expect a design or flyer or whatever that'll make you confuse Jumia with Puma and everything. So by the time you're searching for Jumia, you see Kunga coming up and say, I am here. And there's another product that has to come up again to say they are here. So these are things, or once you click on electric kettle Jumia, most times you just see 3 aligned. The third one could be Jumia, the first one could be Kunga. There's another company that has to come up and everything. So these are taglines they use. So even though you are searching for Jumia, the alternatives are coming up to say, I am here too. And they're coming up with their price flagging in front of you. So probably you're going to Jumia because someone put it on Jumia and now you want to buy it back. And you want to go to that page directly. Then you see Kunga telling you that 5,000 naira removing from what they're buying. You just decide to go to Kunga and go and buy it. So these are things you want to know. Wow. So you also have target audience personnel. So remember I talked about personnel last class. So it's inside this computer analysis. You want to create personnel for their customers. So there's some competitors that you know that the reason why they are growing is just because of their network building. They build the network of HNI clients. They don't want to answer to any bot that is beyond some particular income. So like for auto share financing, they built a network for people, anybody below 250,000 cannot buy their products. And most likely you can't see a car, so Nigerian use vehicle. Let's see a car below like 3 million naira on average. So definitely they already built a niche kind of, even though they are answering to the masses in a way, but they have like a particular thing they want, right? We also have banks that you can open a particular account. Yeah. I think I don't know if SAB have commercialized their accounts, but at the time, if you have a particular amount, you can open an account in them. That's a particular amount. So they build a client base already for themselves. So you have to create a user point, a persona for these people, right? So you want to do the persona at the same time, review these personas and check the customer patterns. So always check the customer pattern from the review. So you create a persona based on what you feel the reason why they are growing and why. You want to go back to the review and see the customer patterns. So some customers like iPhone buyers, some of them they didn't buy the phone because they needed something. Most of them don't even buy phones because they need the phone. They buy phone because a new phone is out or a new model is out, and you just want to switch and change. So you want to check the pattern. What are the behaviors and characters of these customers, and feed back to your personnel to see. Then check how different is this personnel to yours. Then what is their, remember what a personnel should complete. Our assignment this week is a personnel, right? So you want to know what the personnel complete, like the like, dislike, their level of job, their job title, their business need, their income level, children to check, and everything. So we'll continue this class on Saturday by 10 to 1 p.m. See you all in class, and thank you for today.